Today's discussion is primarily focused on the impact of COVID-19 on the training world. So Richard, welcome to the series.
Thank you.
What are the game changers for training and coaching in the wake of COVID-19?
So I think there are many, but the main one is going to be the move towards a hybridized workforce. So that is effectively remote working.
Yeah.
The workforce workforce is an old-fashioned word, but your human capital, right from the leadership through to shop floor workers, they're going to want a different kind of lifestyle. And job satisfaction now means, as a survey was conducted in the States from last year, that up to 1 in 2 people won't return to jobs where they're not allowed to do remote working for 2 to 3 days a week from home. And that's a game changer, not only for normal organizations and commercial businesses, but it's also for the learning and development industry. Another interesting fact is that 75% of all workers were found to have the same productivity level, or in fact slightly increased, working at home at least part of the time, if not all the time, than before COVID. So again, this idea that if your people are out of sight and out of mind, they're not really working in the office, that has transformed. And I've had personal experience of a senior director who said, unless we're at work, we're not working, completely doing a 180 on that and saying, actually, no, this works. And in fact, I found even better results with the people working at home.
I didn't actually know that, because I thought working at home, obviously there's more distractions than being at work. You're kind of like focused with other people as well, but I didn't actually know that. Yeah,
well, it's only recent findings, but in fact, I think there are more distractions at home. But then people compensate through flexible working hours, so they'll work in the morning, maybe later at night. And that's good and bad, and we've still got to find a balance with how that works. And this is really where you can take a measure of the reality of this going forward, that 23% of full-time employees are willing to take a pay cut of up to 10% to trade off to work at home. So this is not just a COVID phenomenon, this is going to be a post-COVID phenomenon. I think there's also a question of how long is COVID going to last? Because I think it could be years that we're living with this.
And I think we're all thinking that,
absolutely. Other interesting thing is that there was some work done by McKinsey on showing that 3 to 5 days a week out of the office shows no productivity loss for a large swathe of the workforce. Now, this means that there could be between 3 to 4 times as many people working at home going forward. But you're going to find this is slightly stratified. So in the area of what we might call strategic work, thinking work, data, analytics, IT, high tech, all those functions and or businesses working in those sectors can operate successfully and potentially even more successfully with remote working at least part of the week. That's great in terms of opportunity to train and develop these people, using a lot of that downtime or quiet time at the home to be able to get over more formal training and informal training. But it's probably less applicable for those professions where it's service-led, or if we're talking about medical services, even to the point where you're doing surgery, you can't simply train that at home. That's too difficult. And also there's a risk attached to it. So if it doesn't translate. So it's finding that right balance, but definitely for the majority of what we might call now modern day jobs, this is going to have a huge impact, game changer, big paradigm shift.